Hey guys, how's it going? It's Chris. I haven't done a video for about 9 months now. I've had a lot of stuff going on. I ended up moving in April and we didn't have the internet for 3 or 4 months. And then when we did get the internet, I had to go back to uni and have done nothing other than uni pretty much for the last 3 months and had my exam last week. So yeah, in this time I wasn't really catching up with friends or family or anything, and I definitely didn't have time to be making a YouTube video. So yeah, I'm sorry that it's a bit late, but yeah. Anyway, this video I'm going to be doing firstly 30 months on tea update, and then I will talk about my chest revision that I had in June with Dr. Megan Hassel in Sydney. So I'll start off with the tea. 30 months, so I'm now 2.5 years on tea, and yeah, I guess you guys can probably notice like I chopped off my hair because of the receding hairline, which has become more noticeable. So yeah, shaved all this and both the sides off. I still have the dreads at the back, but yeah, had to get rid of most of them. I ended up going away to this festival where this lady fixes my hair and stuff, and yeah, she was there, and I ended up going there with 2 dreads in the car, hoping she'd be able to put them in, and she didn't have time over the festival time to be able to do it, and I ended up coming back with like 4 dreads because like another 2 fell out while I was there. So I just decided, no, it's time to get rid of them. Yeah, so that's what I did. Still getting used to it a bit, but it's better than having none. Anyway, so yeah, changes, I guess. I didn't think that I had much changes in terms of like muscle and voice, but looking over my last video, I think that it may be a bit different, and I do have a bit more changes than what I realized. Because of uni, I haven't been going to I only just started going back to the gym in the last week. I was off for a month because of studying for my exam, so my body's getting back into the swing of that at the moment. But yeah, I'm hoping to do some more cardio, part of my routine, just because summer's coming up now, so to try and aim at getting that 6-pack. Yeah, so I guess the most prominent change for me has been hair loss and gain. So yeah, in terms of like hair all over my body has just grown heaps in the last 6 months. On my legs, my ass, my arm, my stomach, my chest, around my nipples, and yeah, obviously on my face, like I've got hair that's just come right in, especially compared to my last video, all on the side, filled in there, and on the side there. So I just shave underneath here. It gets too itchy, and it's not even anyway, so it doesn't really look that good. So yeah, just keep it like this. I grew it like nearly double what it is now, but it gets really sweaty, and so I ended up getting rid of that. So yeah. What else? Yeah, so I'm shaving like twice a week now. I was previously shaving, I think last video I did, I was shaving like once every 10 days or so. But yeah, I have to shave it at least twice a week now for it to sort of not look really crappy. I'm not keen on shaving every day. I'm just, yeah, can't be stuffed doing that, too much energy. So yeah, that's the absolute minimum that I need to. I'm still on the Reandron 1000, which is good, except for I've got one problem. I feel like I'm getting this type of pain that's similar to period pain, I guess, in my stomach, and it comes and goes, but I tend to get it quite a fair bit after exercise and after sex. Yeah, so I've heard that other guys have this problem and generally need to get a hysterectomy for that, but I don't want to do that at this point because I still want to, if you guys have seen my last videos, I got eggs taken out and frozen so my partner could carry it at a later stage, and if something goes wrong with those eggs, I don't want to be able to not have another option of trying to get some more. So yeah, I'm not going to get a hysterectomy anytime soon. What else? Bone structure in my face, I think it looks like it's changed a lot. Like my face just looks really, I don't know, like it just looks really round in my other videos, and I don't know whether it's the haircut or the facial hair or whatever, but yeah, it just seems like it's more longer now on my face. I'm more masculine looking, which is good. I think that's it in terms of like T changes. Yeah. I've just got a list in front of me here, so I'm just like checking over it just to, if I didn't have a list in front of me, I would be all over the place. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it in terms of T changes, so I'll get to the chest surgery. So I had that in Sydney with Dr. Megan Hassel, and yeah, I'll show you guys while I talk about it anyway. So yeah, just adjust the camera. Yeah, so you can't really see on this webcam, but maybe I'll try and go a bit closer. But basically, yeah, I had my chest surgery revision just for the areolas to become smaller, and for the nipples to also become smaller as well, because they were both too big on my previously. So the first surgery, Megan took out the breast tissue, which I was really happy with. She did a really good job. And then on this one, yeah, fixed up the, made the areola smaller and the nipples. Overall, I know you really can't see it on this, but I'm not really happy with the result, and I'm not really happy with the experience I had either. For one, if you see close up, you can actually see that the areolas are uneven to start off with. But my biggest problem is, and always has been, my nipples. That's what I've always felt most sort of unhappy about, and is most obvious because they just stick out a lot. And she didn't take off half as much as what I wanted her to, and what I spoke to her about. So I'm not really happy with that. Like I ended up um, going into her surgery a couple of days later, and she was taking out the stitching, which she ended up ripping ripping one of my nipples, and she was hurting me when she was taking out the stitching, but I didn't want to say anything, so she could obviously tell on the look on my face that I was in a fair bit of pain. Pretty much just told me to sort of stop being a wuss, and yeah, which I really didn't sort of appreciate, because that nipple should have been really rough. We ended up turning out to be like infected afterwards, and the pain of the infection was actually worse than the pain of the surgery. So yeah, I just don't really appreciate her speaking to me like that and sort of being that rough as well. Yeah, I guess I did want to chat to you guys about my experience with her in terms of some other things as well. It's up to you guys what you want to do and whether you choose to see her, but I am hoping to go back for another revision to get my nipples, the actual nipples, like probably half the size of what they are now. So if you guys know of any good surgeons, not Science Eva, in Melbourne, then yeah, let me know. That would be good. But basically, yeah, she was really inappropriate when I went into her clinic, and my girlfriend was there, and Megan turned around and said, because I stood up and looked in the mirror, and I automatically could tell that I didn't really feel like she took off enough of the nipple, and I said to her, is the swelling going to go down, and is that going to make the nipples even smaller? And she pretty much turned to my girlfriend and said, well, these guys are really, so fussy, aren't they? And I was like, yeah, that's really not cool, like, it really annoyed me in a lot of ways. Like, one, like, of course I'm going to be fussy. This is, like, something that means a lot to me, as it does to every trans guy. And I wouldn't be paying all this money and doing all this if I wasn't fussy about it. And, like, it was just really insensitive as well. And then, secondly, I'm from Melbourne, she's from Sydney. Like I paid extra money twice to go get 2 surgeries with her. So paid for 2 lots of flights, 2 lots of accommodation, like transport and everything like that. And so if I wasn't fussy, then I would have gone, to Melbourne and just stayed in Melbourne and seen a surgeon here. So yeah, and she knew all that. She knows that I'm from Melbourne. So it was just really inappropriate. I just really wasn't impressed with her at all. Yeah, you guys can choose what you want to do, but I mean, she's really quite rude. She's got a really bad bedside manner as well, and a lot of people sort of find her rude. But usually I was like, I don't care as long as she does the operation right. Then whatever, treat me how you want. But when she didn't do the operation right and she treated me with that disrespect, I just felt like really unhappy. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's it. Yeah. So I'm gonna do another video on sort of like mental changes in the last 6 to 9 months. So yeah, I hope you guys are well, and I'll speak with you soon. See ya.